Shalom, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here, we got to read the prophesied the downfall of America. It's known in the scriptures as Babylon the Great. Okay, the word Babylon is a Hebrew word, Babel, which means confusing. Okay, and the acts and the customs of America are pure confusion. Okay, such as homosexuality, which they pass in laws to legalize it throughout America. You know. Bestiality, witchcraft, okay, and how America was started was through wickedness, okay? When the white man came over here, through the progression of his existence over here in America, he has broken every law contained in the Bible, okay? So that's another reason why America will be destroyed by nuclear fire, okay? So we can prove that in the Bible.
Quick, this is Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Yep. The light represents the word, okay?
Arise, shine. It says, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. Just like the brother said, man, the light represents the word of the scriptures, okay? As a matter of fact, the commandments are referred to as a lamp, okay? And the majority of these people, they're not in the light, they don't have the light, which means they're in what? Darkness. So if the word represents knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the word, then darkness represents what the brother mentioned earlier about Babylon meaning confusion. These people are clearly confused. They have everything basically backwards, you know? Start over. Oh yeah, come. This is John chapter 7.
Like the brother said, if we had a light which is the wisdom and knowledge of the Bible, then there's also darkness.
Yep,
which is basically the actions and the works of America, okay? This is what Yahweh Shah said, and this is what we're saying today, okay?
This is John chapter 7, verse 7. Yeah, no. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated. Because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil. John chapter 7, verse 7. The world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify of it, that the works thereof are evil.
Like Yahweh Shah said, man, he testified of it that the works thereof are evil, okay?
Right.
Or the works thereof are in darkness or wickedness, okay? Damn, man. And that's the same testimony we given while we out here preaching this word, okay? That the works of America is pure wickedness, okay? And that's how America was started, okay? When Christopher Columbus, the conquistadors came over, okay, they enslaved and slaughtered the Native Americans. They put them in slavery. They rape, robbed, and murdered them. They stole their land, etc. Okay, all acts of wickedness. Okay.
Want me to keep reading? Actually, I want to read.
And the so-called white man's actions are forbidden in the Bible. Okay, those are transgressions.
Then jump to verse 15. It says, and the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned? Yahweh Shai answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of the Most High, or whether I speak of myself.
So the white man, he ain't write this Bible, okay? That's right. The Most High did. Okay, he used holy men, which were Israelites, okay, to write the context of the Bible. Okay.
Oh, I got some back in Isaiah 60.
I got a
great. Yeah, I got it.
This is what you said. This is Psalm chapter 68, verse 11. The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those that published it.
And the ones that published it was the Israelites. Okay. Oh no.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. Yep. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity.
Yeah, this city, America, was built by blood, okay? And it was established upon iniquity, okay? Like I've been saying, all of the workings of the so-called white man are evil, okay? They were done in wickedness. They were done against the Most High, okay? And foremost, because he had to fulfill prophecy of being the wicked, okay? And the scriptures say that the wicked shall be revealed by the spirit of his mouth. The mouth of Yahweh shot through the word, okay?
You read it? I mean, that's basically the point. Yeah, this is Isaiah 60 and 1. I'm gonna basically stop at 3 here. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee."
Upon us, the Israelites, okay? That's why we waking up throughout the world, telling the truth, coming back to our nationality, okay? Coming back to who we are as a people.
For behold, the dark. Slot. We never get into verse.
This is Baruch 5 verse 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gather from the west onto the east by the word of the Holy One.
The west is America, okay? And to the east is where our land is, Jerusalem, or the land of Israel, okay?
Baruch 5 and 5. Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high.
Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. It was referring to the Israelites, okay? The people of Israel, okay? The people that's listening on the sun, okay? So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're the biblical Hebrew Israelites, okay?
And look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west onto the east by the word of the Holy One.
By the word or the light of Yahweh Shah, which is the word, okay?
Rejoicing in the remembrance of the Most High. There's that word remembrance. Like last week, he said rejoice in the remembrance of the Most High. Like remembering what? How the Lord helped us take down our enemies, the Canaanites, the Egyptians, helped us take down all our enemies. And remembering most importantly the covenant that he had with us. So that proves that, that the Lord never done away with Israel, because he made a covenant with us that we have to remember,
Yeah, we're for our fathers,
Yep.
okay?
This is Job 8 verse 8. It says, inquire, I pray thee, of the former
inquire
age.
means to ask, okay?
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
Okay, so we gotta know the past, okay? In order to move forward to the future, okay? And it said, read that again.
It's like, yep. It says, for inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
And prepare thyself into the search of our fathers, which is what the Holy Bible, okay? That's what we learned about our history and our ancestors, okay? Such as King David, King Solomon, Moses, Aaron, Yahweh Shah, Peter, Paul, so on and so forth, okay? Joshua and Caleb.
Real quick, this is Romans 15 and 4. To back up what the brother's saying, it says, for whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning.
So whatever was written in our past, okay, which we had today, was written for our learning, okay?
It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That's a key component in being in the truth, is having patience, okay? And also having faith. It tells you about the patience and the faith of the saints, okay? And the tribulation that we must endure, okay, to enter into the kingdom.
Says, for whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort.
For our learning, not the white man.
Yeah, right.
Our learning, okay? Ours is a possessive noun, okay? It's referring to the Israelites, okay? No other nation.
that we, through patience,
Hey, again, that we do patience.
that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Alright, so this is our hope. The scriptures, okay?
Yeah.
And the prophecy.
Come on. And just to add on what the brother is saying, because you got a lot of assholes that come up and say, well, that was the past, or that's the Old Testament, so therefore it don't apply, which is a fucking, that's a philosophy of the so-called white man, all right? The past is the past. But our people have adopted that. So it says that we might have hope. What's our hope? That we inherit the kingdom, that our enemies, okay, are underneath us, below us, that our women are put in order. That's the patience and hope that we have, okay? Because there was certain periods of time, okay, before the so-called white man came in power, all right, that everything was in its order, all right? During the time of King David, during the time of King Solomon, which is really just foreshadows of things to come when the kingdom is established. So by anybody coming up to say, oh, well, the Old Testament don't matter no more, or that was in the past, would mean that Israel ain't gonna be saved. Nor does the promises apply to us, which is completely BS, you know? Like the brother's saying, those are all possessive nouns. Who's supposed to require the former age? Who's supposed to learn of the aforetimes, okay, so that they might have patience, so that they might have comfort, so that they might have hope? Us, right? Because we are the royal chosen generation. We are the ones whom the Lord is going to establish throughout the earth by His glory and by His name and by His power. No one else, no other nation. And so if you try to say, well, the past don't matter, like the brother said, well, then you clearly don't know the future, because the future to come is going to be a world ruled by Israelites. That's all I wanted to say.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations.
Like me and the brother been going into, remember the past, okay?
Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Like you got this quote from this movie, Percy and the Olympians, the second installment, and basically Perseus, he went to this oracle to inquire what will be the future, and basically she told him, hold on, she said, before you learn the future, know first the past, okay? So it's important to learn our history, okay? Or past events, okay?
Verse 32 and 7, Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Ask thy fathers, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
And that's how we woke up to the truth, by our elders, okay? Elders, who they call elders in Great Millstone, which are elders of Israel, okay? In general, elders of Israel, okay? Elders over the whole nation of Israel. Okay? They taught us they taught us the knowledge that's contained in this Bible, okay?
Verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when He separated the sons of Adam, He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
See right there, it tells you that the Most High is a separatist, okay? He said He separated the sons of Adam, okay? Why? Because He didn't want the heathens around His people.
For the Lord's portion is His people.
For the Lord's portion or His chosen is His people.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
And that's the Most High's inheritance, okay? The nation of Israel. No other nation on the planet except only the nation of Israel.
Anything specific you want me to get? Otherwise, I'm going to read this. All right. Yeah, come on. I'm right here. This is Isaiah 60, and I'm read verse 2 now. I'll start from the top. Arise, shine, For thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
Like the scriptures also say, it's time. It's time to wake up out of.
It's high time to wake out of
It's
sleep.
high time to wake out of sleep.
Yeah, Romans 13.
So like the scriptures say, that the time is come. Okay.
Can I read this one again? It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people."
It's lack of understanding. Okay.
So that means the Lord don't love everybody
Ignorance.
and the entire earth. It says, "And gross darkness the people, but the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." That's bad. So the Lord just basically said that a lack of understanding, okay, and ignorance was going to be on the earth, okay?
I know what you're talking about.
So basically the earth is going to be in a non-understanding state, okay? Or in an unrighteous position, where he said he separated Israelites, the chosen, the elect, that hey, but you weren't going to suffer that, all right? That the light was going to come upon you. And we know that through prophecy that, there was going to be a falling away first. And we fell away. We lost our heritage. We lost everything that pertained to us as being the Lord's people. But we're at the time of the end. All right? So the Lord has given us back the truth, man, of who we are, who our enemies are, understanding of prophecy. Because why? Because the Lord is getting ready to come back to destroy this place. That's right. Get a pan there. All right. So, in order to know, okay, because the biggest thing is all you got to do is accept the Lord into your heart, and then all of a sudden you're saved. That's partially true. But accepting the Lord into your heart isn't just some words you recite. Okay? It's not just going to church, because the church don't even have the truth. All right? It's about doing this every single day. What you see us doing, researching, studying, getting into different books that could be backed up by the scriptures, because the word is the truth. The word is the pure words of the Most High, man. So everything got to be filtered through there. But in order to understand how you can be saved and what you need to do to be saved, you got to figure out where you fall in line with this. All right? Because everybody got a part to play. Everybody got a part to play. Even amongst 2/3 of Israel, they got a part to play as being the wicked part, or wicked half of our people. All right? They fall under that gross darkness. Because it don't matter how much we try to explain, it don't matter how much, we basically rebuke you, you're just never gonna get it. Bits and pieces are gonna sound good to you, but you're never gonna really stomach the whole thing. And these other nations, even if they do understand, even if they do agree with the fact that America's coming at its end and there's a pending doom on its way, they don't fall in line with the Israelites. Their lot is as slaves. Their lot is as captives, man. That's their lot. The next generation of rulers are Israelites. And the way that all Israel is going to be saved is through the elect who get redeemed up on this side. So we're speaking specifically to those that desire to know and hear the truth, man. We ain't out here for everybody. Hence, gross darkness cover the earth. And gross darkness the people. A lack of understanding. That's why folly is set in great dignity. On the television the other day, they had this fucking new show that they're getting ready to air, or aired already, but they have fucking laughing contests, man. Fucking laughing contest? That's important now. All right. That's folly set in great dignity, man. These fucking so-called reality television shows that are all staged, they're all scripted. Folly is set in great dignity, man. The truth is suppressed. All right? The events that are taking place all around the world are being blocked out. So the only place that you can really access the truth is through the prophets, which is whom the Lord set up, starting with the elders down to the younger brothers that have been pushing this thing. All right? This is where you're going to find the truth. And a lot of people have a problem with that. But we're the judges, man. We're the ones that are going to tell you the truth. We're the ministers of the Most High.
Just
you got to add something?
Yeah, just expound on what he was saying. Like even at work, it's definitely, America's set in like great dignity, like you were saying. Like at work, when the news is on, or when the news isn't on, fucking all it is football. All it is sports, a sports channel. But when the news is on, they had they brought out on the news that there's now dogs wearing like tights or something like that. Like that's something to report on. Like dogs that they have now tights or
dogs in fucking clothing.
Yeah, dogs in clothing, and they like showed pictures of dogs in tights. Like that's something to report on. It's just ridiculous, man. The little bit of news that does show on, it's just all bullshit.
Yeah, the little bit of truth. Like I remember coming in and they were showing something about pedophilia. I don't remember. I didn't catch the whole thing. But it was something about pedophilia and how basically there's a growing industry of child pornography, and everybody is acting like they're so fucking surprised, man. How could you even act surprised, man? You're fucking living in Babylon. This is America, you know? The land of the abominable. And you're surprised? Esau is a fucking pedophile. He'll openly tell you. According to FBI statistics, 80% of fucking child pedophiles or predators are fucking so-called white people. Who are the main ones pushing the homosexual and lesbian agenda? The so-called white men. Our people are just fucking backing it up. Because they're wicked.
Precept there. Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 27.
That's why this place got to be destroyed. Because of why? Because of its wickedness. People act so fucking surprised when some bad shit is happening. Meanwhile, there's bad shit happening every day. You get surprised. How do you think we feel having to fucking be up underneath you devils? All right? You so-called white people. How do you think we feel? All right? We want you to go down, and you are going down. The Lord's going to destroy this place.
As you're going to start from verse 23.
Right.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. In that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the foundation shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation in the end of your world. And the men that are received shall see.
That's a few. That's the remnant. That's the remaining. And those that are going to be remaining or left, okay, or redeemed, are Israelites.
Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation, and the end of your world. And the men that are and the men that are received shall see it, who have not tasted death from their birth. And the heart of the inhabitants shall be changed, and turned into another meaning. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Yep, the truth that had been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right? And the truth is being declared. All right? You got men coming in and accepting the words that are in this book. Those are whom the Lord is looking to redeem. Those that can hear the word, and those that actually do the word, man. They're not afraid, okay, of death. They're not afraid to put their lives on the line for this thing because they have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? We have faith, and the Lord has given us patience to wait for this. All right? Our redemption. Because the only way we're going to be redeemed is by hardness or enduring, man. That's it. That's the only way. Oh, somebody get me through the straight gate. I'm giving it right back to you. Can somebody get me enter ye in at the straight gate? I believe it's Matthew 10 or Matthew the 7th chapter. Real quick, somebody give me that.
Matthew 7 verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the...
What chapter?
Matthew 7 verse 13.
Okay, 7:13, all right.
Matthew 7 verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Now, everybody think that, so what about John 3:16? I thought the whole world could be saved. So, but then again, the Lord made another statement in Matthew's saying, enter ye in at the straight gate. Straight meaning what? Difficulty, challenging. And what's challenging? Well, look at all the wickedness, man. Look at all these demons. I don't just mean physically, man. I mean spiritually. All right? So the Lord got to build you up to deal with the different trials and tribulations. Build up your faith for one. Build up your endurance or hardness too. All right? So the Lord got to take you through the different challenges. So once you accept the truth, all right, you got to enter in at the straight gate. You know? You got to be patient when you don't necessarily understand a certain scripture. And you got to show the Lord that, hey, you really want to seek him. You got to go on fast, all right? Try going on a 4-day fast, man. See how mad you don't get. See how tired of the bullshit you don't get, man. When you haven't eaten anything in at least 4 days. Okay, that'll really put things into perspective for you. But these are the things that us as men of the Lord has suffered. Things our elders has suffered and much greater. To be in the position that we're in right now, to have the mercy put upon us, to keep coming out here pushing the word. Read that again about the straight gate, and then you got something to read or say?
Something to say.
All right, read that rest of the scripture, all right?
Matthew 7 verse 13. Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
So wide and broad is the gateway that leadeth to destruction. All right? Broad and wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction. So there's going to be a lot of dead men and women and children amongst Israel. The other nations, they don't even got a damn chance. Go ahead.
It says, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat.
Yeah.
Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way.
Straight is the gate and narrow is the way. You got a lot of so-called men that ain't really men, all right? They're a bunch of bitches and pussies because they've been under that vibration for so long. All right? That mama spirit. All right?
She carried me for 9 months. She had a C-section and shit. All that.
Yep. Go ahead.
She did it all natural, no pills.
She had 5 different jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the scriptures say, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life. All right? So because narrow, read that.
Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way. It says because straight is the gate and narrow